Okay, so going to be checking out one of the Unearthed Arcanas that just came out. This actually came out, I was definitely mistaken in my last video. This came out towards the end of October. This didn't come out today. I don't know why I thought that. I think I saw Jeremy Crawford put up a tweet about it, so I don't know why I made that assumption. Anyways, this Unearthed Arcana came out at October 26th, so towards the end of that, and it included the class archetypes for the month, the Ascendant Dragon, and then as well, we are going to be looking at, let's move on over to that, we're going to be looking at the Drakewarden, I believe it's called. Yeah, so this is the new Ranger archetype, the Drakewarden. Yeah, let's just jump right into the details. Now, I'm pretty sure this Unearthed Arcana, these classes aren't going to be in Tasha's Cauldron. I know Tasha's Cauldron, I think it has like the Rune Knight, it has the Twilight Cleric, what's the new rogue? Anyways, so I don't think these are going to be in it because that book is basically published and coming out in a week. But anyways, let's get into it. Drakewarden. Drakewardens are rangers who use their magical connection with nature to form an enduring bond with a minor dragon, a drake. This bond allows the ranger to summon the drake to their side and share in the awe-inspiring power wielded by dragons. Consider how your ranger gained their bond with the drake. The Drakewarden origin table offers some examples. So I love these little tables that they're including with the archetypes just to kind of flesh out some narrative tools. Because I think this class does have a really neat narrative end to it. It does, because, you know, you're obviously summoning in your drake. It does say that you're magically summoning in a drake, but I kind of like the idea of, like, maybe the drake just kind of fucks off and does his own thing while you're doing yours, and then when you summon it, kind of flies in. But anyways, that's all just flavor. So let's take a look at it. We're gonna go past the table there. A Draconic Gift. So this is, as soon as you, it's at 3rd level when you're taking this archetype. So once you're at 3rd level, and as soon as you take this, this is what you get. You get the Draconic Gift. This gives you, if you haven't already learned to speak, read, and write Draconic, you also learn the Thaumaturgy cantrip. But that's fine, whatever, who cares. Let's get into the Drake Companion. So this is what you get at 3rd, as soon as you take it, 3rd level. You can magically summon the Drake, bound to you as an action. Ooh, I want to get into, sorry guys, I want to get into read mode. It's not the right view. It's not the right read mode. There we go. Oh, I was in read mode. Sorry, man. I just got the phone. I'm kind of out of it. There we go. There we go. The Drake is... you can magically summon the Drake bound to you. As an action, you can summon the Drake, which appears in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. The Drake is friendly to you and your companions and obey your commands. See its game statistics in the Drake Companion set block. Sorry, man. I'm so distracted here. Which uses your proficiency bonus, BB, in several places. When you summon the Drake, choose a damage type. That's really cool. List in the Draconic Essence trait, which is over here. You can determine the cosmetic color, blah, blah, blah. So that's just getting into the kind of the narrative cosmetic details of it. Now, I will admit, the ranger that I have played is a Gloomstalker, so it's definitely not in line with like any of the Beastmaster stuff. But so I don't know if the Beastmaster, if it works the same way where you're at with your animal companion, where you're actually using your proficiency bonus to help adjust as you level up. I would assume so, but then again, like I say, I'm naive about how the beast companions work with rangers. But I think that's pretty cool for the Drake companion that you get to apply your proficiency bonus, so that's going to kind of keep bumping up. But let's get into those details. We're going back up here. In combat, the Drake shares your initiative count, but it takes its turns immediately after yours. It can move and use its reactions on its own, but the only action it can take on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action. So basically using your bonus action to, you know, trigger any attacks or anything with the Drake. That action can be one in its stat block or some other action. If you are incapacitated, the Drake can take any action of its choice, not just dodge. Once you summon the Drake, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest, unless you spend a spell slot of 1st level or higher to summon it. The Drake remains for the number of hours equal to your proficiency bonus until it is reduced to 0 hit points, until you use this feature to summon the Drake again, or until you die. Anything the Drake was wearing or carrying is left behind when the Drake vanishes. All right, well, let's look at the actual stat block itself. I kind of want to highlight that. Yeah, 1 second. Let's get out of read mode. Sorry, guys. I was not prepared to do this video. And I think there is actually a reaction below it here. Yeah, I already got it. Okay, so let's take a look at the Drake block. Back to read. Thank you, thank you. I should know my shortcuts. So it's a small dragon, armor class of 14, plus your proficiency bonus, which that's pretty cool. Hit points is 5 or basically D10 equal to your ranger level, so that's kind of cool too. So intel is fairly low and charisma is low. Otherwise, you got a plus on everything else. Saving throws Dex plus, okay, proficiency bonus. Wisdom is, that's nice too. So wisdom and Dex, you get to add your proficiency bonus to the saving throws. Damage immunities determined by the Drake. Okay, so that's to do with the essence. Immunities, okay, very cool. So not just resistances. Dark vision for 60 feet, okay, and a passive perception of 12. Languages draconic, great, so it can understand that. Challenge proficiency bonus equals your bonus. Okay, so challenge rating. Draconic essence. When you summon the Drake, choose a damage type. What are you doing, Brian? Sorry, man. When you summon the Drake, choose a damage type. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. The chosen type determines the Drake's damage immunity, the damage of its bite, and the damage of its infused strike trait. So let's look at the actual actions. So bite, melee weapon attack +3, as well as your proficiency bonus. The reach is 5 feet, 1 hit, or 1 target, and it's 1d6 damage plus a proficiency bonus damage of the type determined by the Drake's Draconic Essence. Very cool. Let's get into, so it does have a reaction, which is pretty cool. The Infused Strikes. Oh yeah, this I thought was actually pretty neat. Whenever another creature within 30 feet of the Drake that it can see hits with a weapon attack, the Drake infuses a strike with its essence, causing the attack to deal a 1d6 of the damage determined by the Draconic Essence. So again, huge utility to be able to add a certain elemental or poison damage to anybody's attack. So it is spending the Drake's reaction within that round, so you're only going to be able to do that once, I'm assuming. When another creature, yeah, it's taking your reaction, so yeah. Now let's move on to, that was all the 3rd level stuff, so that's as soon as you get the archetype. So now we're going to looking into 7th level, which is Bond of Fang and Scale. The bond you share with the Drake intensifies, protecting you and stoking the Drake's fury. While your Drake is summoned, you and the Drake gain the following benefits. You gain resistance to the damage type chosen in the Drake's Draconic Essence. That's pretty cool, man, to be able to gain a resistance like that right off the bat. Choose, but that is 7th level also. Now, choose one of the following. The Drake gains a swimming speed of 40 feet and can breathe both air and water, or the Drake grows wings and can get a flying speed of 40 feet, so that's pretty cool. While your Drake is summoned, you and the Drake... Oh, you and the Drake? What? Wait, hold up. No. Not the flying speed, though. That's just specific to the Drake. Choose one of the following. The Drake... Yeah, the Drake gains that. I thought, I was like, whoa, bro, you growing wings too? The Drake's bite attack deals an extra 1d6 damage type of the chosen Draconic Essence. Very cool. So basically, all you're getting out of that for the Ranger itself is the resistance, which is still, man, every time you bring that Drake in, man, you're getting that resistance of that type. That's pretty dope. And you get to choose it every time you bring the Drake in, so that's awesome. Drake's Breath. So choosing one of the following Drakes gain, is that a permanent thing? I would think you get to choose that every time you summon the Drake in. Choose one of the following Drake. Yeah. Whether it's swimming or flying. Yeah, I would assume you get to choose because anytime you summon in the Drake, you get to choose the damage type, which also gives it the damage immunity. So I would think you get to pick that every time you summon as well. Anyways, let's get to 11th level, Drake's Breath. As an action, you can exhale a 30-foot cone of 30 feet. Cone damaging breath, or cause your Drake to exhale. That's really cool. Having that selection, so it's an action. So wherever your Drake is, or wherever you are, I mean, that's a lot of options for that. That's really cool. Choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage. Each creature in the cone must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC, taking 6d6. So what is that? 36. It's like 36 damage possibility on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. This damage increases to 8d6 when you reach 15th level in the class. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Okay, or if you expend a 3rd level spell slot. Very cool. Perfect Bond. Is this the last one for it? Yeah, I think it is. Oh no, there's a couple things on it, but it's still, yeah, last. So the last benefit you're going to get is at level 15. Perfect Bond. Let's take a look. Your bond with your Drake reaches the pinnacle of its power. While your Drake is summoned, you and the Drake gain the following benefits. Drake is now a large size. Right. The Drake's bite attack deals an extra 1d6 damage chosen of the chosen damage type from its Draconic Essence. So for a total of 2d6 extra damage. When either you or the Drake takes damage while you're within 30 feet of each other, you can use your action to give yourself the Drake resistance to the instance of damage. Okay, I gotta read that again and make sure I'm not missing. When either you or the Drake takes damage while you're within 30 feet of each other, okay, that's pretty simple. You can use your reaction. So I'm assuming you're to give yourself or the Drake. So you're using the Ranger's reaction to give yourself or the Drake resistance to that instance of damage. instance of damage as it beyond elemental. So yeah, sorry I have to read this again. I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. When either you or the Drake takes any damage while you're within 30 feet of each other, you can use your action to give yourself or the Drake resistance to that instance of damage. Wow. So it doesn't even matter what the damage type is. It just says resistance to that instance of damage. That's pretty juicy. I mean, you're getting level 15 at that point, so you know you would hope for something kind of juicy and killer like that. But to automatically have resistance to any kind of damage type to not only the Drake but yourself, I think that's pretty cool. But again, that is level 15, so man, we should be getting some pretty butt kicking stuff at that point. But that does it for the Drakewarden. Yeah, cool class, man. Like I say, I hate to admit, the only ranger class I have played is the Gloomstalker, which is very much not tied in with any of the Beastmaster stuff. So I like to see this. I like to see how the proficiency bonus increases with the Drake as you level up. I would assume that's how a ranger beast companion works anyways. But I think the Drake, just even narratively, cosmetically, is super cool. And yeah, I'm on it. I think the Monk Ascendancy of the Dragon, whatever it was called, I think it definitely has some really neat mobility stuff. The Drakewarden is cool. It's, again, very narrative for... Oh, I didn't have that in the display. Let me kick it back. I think the Drakewarden is cool, especially if... I mean, the whole thing is having a pet Drake. But what you can do with the Drake, especially where you can set it where you can do the breath attack, and it's a fairly big breath attack, man. That's 30 feet cone. From either yourself or the Drake, that gives you a lot of options to throwing that kind of damage around. But anyways, I hope the video was helpful. I'm gonna keep it at that. I hope you liked it. If you did, man, consider giving me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down so I know to do better for next time. Yeah, take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.